Hi everybody, I am Cookie Dough and welcome back to another episode of our Europa Universalis Let's Play as the Commonwealth, where we are in a little bit of a situation. I don't think it's going to be too terrible, but we are in a little bit of a situation here. We are in a threat of religious turmoil, which does have a chance of 5% each month of spawning. I'm hoping I can get to 20 stability before that does happen. That is why I have kind of started minting a little bit more. It is going to increase our inflation, unfortunately, but I have maxed out our stability investment in the hopes, obviously, to get up to that 20 stability sooner rather than later. Other than that, I have released the vassals from the war against Hungary and Kiev that we had here. I have already started annexing Lutsk here, plus I will start annexing more the more diplomats I get. So more and more people will start to get annexed around here. And everyone basically that is already lesser Polish, they will start to get annexed, and we will kind of do that step by step. I do still plan on having a war against Bohemia. I may not do really any sort of land grabbing. Maybe just this one province up here. I will have to make that decision once the war is on, or what the situation is with our disaster here. But we will do that. Also, before we get going, we are on the cusp of getting another government reform, and that I want to maybe I'll come back with another update once that is implemented. But I am kind of thinking between a few things. Maybe the transportation code. It is nice to get the cost reduction for the roads. Always nice. The diplomatic traditions is also great because it gives us more reputation. Diplomatic capacity, always good so that we can annex more of our subjects. Another thing that is also pretty good, if I can find it here, the multilingual diplomats, not terrible, but I don't know if it's going to be enough savings because the expected diplomatic spending minus 1%. I don't know if that's really that great, but it does increase also our diplomatic capacity by 20%. It does move us to conciliatory, but I don't think that's too much of an issue. Universal serfdom is okay, I think, but I don't think it's necessary. Another thing that I do like a little bit more is this one, provincial taxation system, which I may actually go with this. It does decrease our crown power by a little bit, but does give us maximum tax plus 5% from the from our whatever they're called, from our states. So that is pretty good. I may go with this. I'm still haven't fully decided on that yet. And also, the court of wards and liveries is not terrible either. It does give the noble power plus 5%. I think we could manage that because we did just get rid of their privilege that gave them plus 75% power, so we may be able to manage this for that extra tax efficiency. I will have to double check. This might have to be done later, but I'll have to confirm. Again, I may do an update once that a reform becomes available and I implement that. I do have some money banked. I am going to spend some of it just building up some more buildings in our towns and cities mainly. But I will see not to spend all of it. Probably let's say I'll spend half of it, get some more buildings going, and then just to have a little bit of extra banked in case we need to increase something or we lose some money. We will do that. We will have to see how this disaster progresses. I really hope that we do not have to deal with it. But I mean, if we do, we do. Also, I was thinking if this disaster does fire, I may just bite the bullet and go ahead and convert to Lutheranism. I think that may be a pretty good thing to do. But for now, I will unpause and keep it going, and I will let you guys know whenever there's an interesting update. Alrighty, well, I did want to just give a quick update here. We did get advance here for the additional government reform, but also what happened about a month ago, we did end up gaining the religious turmoil disaster. So now we are under that. It is tolerance of the heretics' beliefs, which made us lose another 50 stability here. So that is very crappy. One of the craziest thing is before that even ended up firing, we ended up having another event that ended up losing us another 12 stability. So we are in a little bit of a bind here, to say the least. But it is what it is. We are doing this. I have increased my minting even more. We're not getting any taxes from our nobles because they are very much pissed off with us. But that is fine. We should hopefully be a little bit, we should be able to get through this as long as we can get to 30 stability now instead of the 20 to prevent the disaster from firing. To have it stop, we have to get to 30, or we can either do become 90% religious unity, which is not going to be possible. Have greater than 90 humanist could possibly be, because we are already at like 40 or something, but I think I lost another 5 or 10 with another event or two that happened before this firing. Or if we go the other way, spiritualist, we could do it, but again, this will take way longer. So the best, I guess, version of us doing it is getting to that 30 stability. Unfortunately, we are about 82 and change away from that happening. But for now, let's look at the bright side and get a new government reform, which I am still thinking I will be going with the provincial taxes. I know it will decrease our crown control by 10%, but I think that is the best possible outcome, especially once the nobles do become a little bit more happy with us, plus once that modifier runs out, which is still another 40 years or so away, maybe slightly less than 40 years. But yeah, we will go ahead and do the provincial tax system. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, this will obviously push us even more to decentralization. Probably we'll get to probably about 80 or so, but that is fine. I mean, that is what we're doing these days. So let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, we just need to hunker down, get our stability back up. Hopefully we don't go bankrupt. Like I said, I actually ended up spending slightly more than half the money that we had, but now I'm regretting it. I wanted to keep a little bit of a stash going, but I'm regretting it. Hopefully we can get some money here from the two Sicilies now that we do not have the what's it called, now that we do not have the French as an ally anymore, because they were giving us a decent amount of change. But yeah, for now, let's just keep it going, and hopefully we'll survive all of this, but I think we will. But I will let you guys know once there's something interesting. Alrighty, I have a bit of an update here. It is kind of a multi-update, war and plus our disaster here. And I am embarrassed to admit that I did make a bit of a mistake here on my calculation, not calculations, but the way I was reading the whole disaster thing. But I will get back to that in a second. First things first, let's go ahead and peace out these people. I also wanted to mention we did get an alliance back with France. I wasn't thinking of doing it, but we did for now. So let's go ahead and peace these people out. We can probably get something from Aragon. So let's go ahead and get some money from them and then have them pay us some war reparations and probably just get them to humiliate. And Uh-huh. You know what? Let's have you return that to Genoa. That seems fun. We'll see what happens to that. Uh, I, it just seems to be something fun to do. Okay, there we go. So that is done. Milan, I don't think we can piece out. No, we can just piece him out for white piece. I don't think I care about that. Lorraine, on the other hand, we can definitely get some money. Some more reparations. Humiliate Lorraine. I can have you give back stuff to France, but I will not do that. So that is a-okay. Let's go ahead and piece out them. France is going to be pissed, but do I really care? Okay, Württemberg, you will have to wait because that's the entire alliance. These guys here, just do these two here. That seems very much fine indeed. The money. There we go. War reparations. That is the only two things I really want from those guys. There's probably a couple of other small little miners that we can piece out. Do I really care about that? I mean, probably I should, as it does help me in any little way to do that. So we will go ahead and do that indeed. I should have probably humiliated all of those people as well, but that's fine. It is a-okay with me. Okay, and now the main people that I am piecing out, which is Brandenburg here. Maybe I don't humiliate them. Yeah, I'll just grab the money and that's it from them. Thank you very much. Heilich ended up being in this war, as was Chernihiv and Smolensk. They just all ended up getting called in. Even my vassal here was involved in the war. We already pieced all of those guys out. But Heilich was in the war. Literally, they ended up getting into the war while they were more than half sieged up by Romania. So they still ended up heeding the summons to war, which was kind of didn't make any sense to me. But you know what, Heilich? Thank you for coming into this war. We will be not fully annexing you. Wow. Wow, I really thought we could do 101. We're gonna have to leave him with a location miner here in the mountains. Wow, I actually cannot believe that. Well, it is what it is. We're not gonna be able to fully annex them. A lot of people will be pissed off, especially obviously Heilich, but they don't exist anymore. Plus some other people here. So let's still end up piecing them out. Thank you very much. Look at that. Nice and clean. Plus I have annexed a bunch of these subjects here, and I will continue annexing them. Now Bohemia. I was thinking of taking this small little, the rest of this province that I have, but now that I have fully annexed Heilich, how does that make me feel? No less likely to not take it. Yeah. I don't care. I'm still gonna take it. That's fantastic. They did have a couple of maps that I'm taking from them. Do I want them to annex anything? Not really. Humiliate them. Perfect. Actually, let's not take one of these maps. That's fantastic. There we go. Beautiful. We will go ahead and finish this war with the Bohemians as well. I am really enjoying this. And last but not least, we are just gonna take care of Württemberg and everyone else that's in this war. Don't care at this point. I got what I mainly wanted out of this. Oh yeah, these guys have a crap ton of this. Humiliate. There we go. Okay. We're done with this war now. That is absolutely amazing. You guys come down here. And then you guys will have to come over here somewhere. Let's get you to come here. Because we will most likely be going to war against Romania here pretty soon. They are quite big, and I do not want to getting them any bigger. Okay, back to the disaster now. So when I was reading this, where it says at least one of these, which I thought at least one of these included the stability, but it's the stability of 30 plus any one of these. It is what it is. I read it wrong, but that's fine. We can easily, like we probably would have already been, because we would have had 60 spiritualists. So we will go ahead and take our guy, this guy that was just doing improved relations, which is fine. We will do this. We will go ahead and have him do the spiritualist thing. There we go. And that will take us right to 60. Perfect. Absolutely fantastic. We can definitely get that going. We did also have the assigned administrative law policy legitimization of power. Jesus Christ. So we can do one of two things for now. In later ages, we will be able to pick something, some of these here. I do like this one, the state satisfaction equilibrium is always nice, because then that means they can pay us a little more taxes at certain times. But this one here, les 6 livres de la République, it's not too bad. It gives us a stability investment, monthly legitimacy. We did lose some legitimacy, so that will help us too. Or Machiavellian reign, which would declare cost. This does not really mean anything to me, so I will go ahead and do this for now, and then see later on how it goes, and probably switch to something else in a later age. There we go. We were actually also forced to take a loan, which I am. Do I repay it? No, you know what? Let's not repay it right now. We will lower the maintenance here. Can go ahead and lower this by quite a good chunk, and then get probably something to pay off some of our or not pay off, but lower our inflation by 0.05 a month should be okay. Once my legitimacy pops up to 100, we will not be paying as much for cost of court. That will help. We're at 42 and change 100 tax base. Oh man, I really thought we could do this now, or I really thought it would just take 30 stability, but no, I need to get to 60 spiritualist, which is not going to take too long, because we already have a very high approval from, or satisfaction from, the Catholic Church. Now, looking at our demographics for religion, we were at about 13%, 13.5% Lutheran. Now we're at 12.22. For me to switch religions, I would need 50 stability. I'm still thinking of doing that, but it will be a rough one, because quite a lot of them ended up disappearing. We're definitely been more Catholic, so now I'm again on the fence. Do I stay Catholic? Do I convert to Lutheranism as I planned from the beginning? But I think I will convert, just to be a little bit different. I kind of was debating in here when I was playing my first run as Castile, but right now I think we may convert still, but it's not set in stone. I still may change my mind. We will see what happens here. But for now, I will go ahead and update you when something else comes up. But for now, I will just go ahead and keep going and see what we can accomplish in the near future here. Alrighty, I am back with another update. This one is a little mixed bag of updates here as we continue a little bit of a rough stretch for the Commonwealth, but I think we should come out on top. First things first, let's go ahead and deal with this little war that we are on or in against Hungary and Kiev. Actually, Upper Bavaria was in it too. I didn't really siege him out, so I just white pieced him out. That is fine. So first, Kiev, we will be taking, obviously, some money, a couple more provinces, which Kiev is a market as well, market center, plus this little tiny location here, which is part of this province, which we will take in the next war against Chernihiv, and just add it to their what's it called, to their to the vassal that we will create. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk right now. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and piece them out. There you go. Thank you very much. We'll take that. And now Kiev is probably very, very weak as to what it is, because most of their again, control and stuff came from Kiev, and then they just moved their capital next to it, which this is actually pretty smart that the AI does this, because here it's still more of it. I'm guessing it's probably just goes to the next most tax base location that they have. That's what I would imagine would be happening. But anyways, they are done. With Hungary though, we will not take too much. We will also take their market center here in Pest, and just gonna take a ton of money plus war reps and all of that good stuff. And we're actually returning this country here. Basically, we are releasing this country off to whatever it was before, Upper Carnolia here. Do they even exist? Hold on. Is it? Yeah, this one here. So this country here will gain their provinces back. I don't know whose this is. Venice is here. So yeah, we will go ahead and give them all of that stuff back. There we go. Boom. Fantastic. We are doing quite well. We will obviously be releasing some more vassals. We have room. We only have 32, as we have done a very good job annexing this stuff here. As you guys can see, we are out of the religious turmoil disaster. We actually got out of it pretty easily. Ended up getting an extra 20 stability here, and you can see we're back down to 30 stability. Why are we back to 30 stability? Because we are now Lutheran. Yes, we are. I did do convert to Lutheran. When I did convert, we were only at about just under 13% Lutheranism in our country, but we've done a pretty good job over the last, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years or so. Maybe a little less than that. Let's say 3 to 4 years. We've done actually a pretty good job at converting. I was also actively converting with my cabinet members, and I will go back because this guy was converting this province here. Actually, you know what? You can probably go and convert another one, because you have a lot of that has already been done. You know what? Let's go ahead and do Donsk here. These guys here can also be switched around. Convert province to Lutheranism. Let's go back. I like to convert the ones that have quite a lot of population. This one is already pretty well converted. This one is too. And we'll convert another one. Let's go ahead and see another highly populated province. Krakow, yeah, let's do Krakow as well. There we go. They're actually pretty decently converted for now, but we will keep converting actively with our cabinet members. We do have here doing some development, which we will keep going as well. These guys here come here for now, and you guys also come here for now, as next war will be against Romania. We do have a CB against them, and it will be only me against Romania. Romania is actually pretty strong. They do have a decent amount of troops, but we shouldn't have a problem whatsoever with them. So we will knock down Romania a little bit, maybe release like Bulgaria or something to see what we can do as well. The thing is, going to war against Bohemia would be pretty good as well, which we may do. So we will go ahead and build a spy network against them. But I think we're doing pretty well. We have already converted a lot of these vassals into our culture. I don't know if I want to get these guys also to convert their religion from Orthodox to thing, or just doing the culture conversion here. I probably will just do culture conversion, because then we can just easily convert religion ourselves with our cabinet members, and also because we do have a decent amount of spiritualism. It's at about 63, so that should be all right as well. We have been doing quite well on our advancements. I mean, could have been a little bit better. We did go down in the monthly research progress because, again, after switching to Lutheranism, our estate satisfaction has dropped, because it depends also on how many of the clergy is part of the actual of Lutheranism. So once more of our country gets converted, we should be able to get more research progress. I have also decided not to tax them at all, because, again, I don't want to tax them. I could tax them quite a decent amount, but I am not taxing them right now, just so that we can get more of the research progress, so that they have more satisfaction, plus that hopefully they will get more and more satisfaction the more of them get converted as well. We have some good spreads on markets. We do own Pest right now. We will actually create a subject from them. So let's go ahead and do that. We do have quite a lot of things in here. Let me see, how is our spread between, okay, vassals. Let's go ahead. We will create a vassal in here. Actually, let's create any historic subjects? No, makes sense. We will create a custom subject here. We'll make a vassal, get someone that is just horrendous at the job. Like this guy here. You go ahead and do that. We will create a vassal here as well. And you can go ahead and do that. That's absolutely great. And we will create a fiefdom for you here. And that's absolutely awesome. There we go. I'm thinking probably getting to annex some of these other countries here. Yeah, we can definitely annex some more, plus convert some more. So let's go ahead and improve relations with you. I can enforce culture, but there's a lot of people, a lot of vassals that hate us. So let's not do it right away. No need to do any of this. Looking at our control, it's pretty nice. I must say so myself. Obviously, the Far East is a little bit weird on the propagation. We could probably get some more roads out there, but I think we have a very good spread of roads Also, really nice spread of cities and towns. It is really, really nice. Probably should see if any more will need a temple, which I think most of them already do. There's a couple of towns that I can add some more temples in. I will go ahead and check that as I'm going through here. But yeah, next update will be after the war with Romania. And I think that probably will be the last update for this episode. But yeah, for now, I will be back soon. Alrighty then, I have another quickie update, another war update it is against Romania that we were fighting, and let me tell you, this was no easy feat. These guys, I had to absolutely destroy their armies multiple times. They ended up having not just the original, because I think they started at about 80 some odd, 85, 86,000 levies that they had. And they just ended up spawning more and more people. And it wasn't even, at first I thought it was mercenaries that they might be getting in. But no, they just ended up, their levies ended up replenishing quite quickly. But we did still end up crushing them quite a bit. And one crazy thing is it is insane how many castles the AI builds. Sieging is just absolutely tedious. I hate sieging in this game. Just like at this point, like look at this, almost like look at all of these castles that are just around this area here in the southern part. Going down, if their capital was like down here or something, this would have been a mess. Like we are sieging out their capital here, but the thing is they are already ready to peace out for what I want to get from them. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We'll take a good chunk out of land out of here, mainly because I do want to take away their mountains up here. They had a couple of good fights in here. Obviously, they do still have this whole mountain chain down here, which I will most likely get away from them next war. But yeah, ton of money, war reparations as always. And yeah, that's basically it. I was almost wanted to get tempted and give back all of this land to Bulgaria. But no, but I do have a surprise, or maybe not next war against King Romania, but maybe another in like another couple of wars. Once we actually do get down here into kind of the Black Sea, and then we can kind of propagate some more stuff around here and actually influence some of Anatolia. And oh my goodness, the Karamanids are insane, eh? That's crazy. The Ottomans are nothing. They kind of snaked their way up into the Balkans, and that was basically it. But yeah, so far, and Romania also owns Constantinople, which is kind of insane, but it's pretty cool at the same time. So yeah, let's go ahead and piece them out. And boom, yeah, there would be a decent amount of antagonism that we will be suffering, but it is against people I mostly don't even care about. Next war will be against the Bohemians. That will be a decently good war. We do have a destroy enemy casus belli. I will call in France with the whole land thing. I mean, we'll be fighting quite a few people, but with France on our side, we don't have to worry about the small little guys. But yeah, this will be a war in a second here, because I do want to get my armies, first and foremost, back up into this area so that I am ready to go ahead and fight everyone that's involved in this. Also, I think we've been doing a decent enough job converting here into Lutheranism. We are about, I think, at a 40%-ish or so. Yeah, 45%. There we go. We're basically almost tied with the amount of Catholicism. Jesus, hard word to say. In our country right now. So we will become the majority religion here very, very soon. We are at 33 religious influence. The thing is, I could have done dissolved monasteries for a crap ton of money. It's a decent amount of money, but I decided not to do this. I do rather wait and bank it to 50 until we can get our first aspect here, which are very cool bonuses we can get on this front. So I'm just waiting on that. We're still kind of actively converting. This guy was converting, which we will put him back to convert. Some of these things, I usually like to go ahead and see which one of these provinces has some good population, like up here, Kurland. Let's go ahead. You got quite a lot of population. Let's go ahead and do that. We do have a decent amount of money at the moment. What I wanted to do for the longest time is actually build some ships. Oops, not wrong thing. I do want to build some ships, and I'll build some light ships here, which we actually just ended up getting these guys researched. H4 ones. We will just do light ships, which is fine to me. So we can do 3 in here. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Let's do 20. There we go. We'll do 20 ships for now. See how that goes. We'll most likely build some more. We did spend quite a lot of money, but I do want to get some maritime propagation up around our coasts over here. There's basically none over here. So we have some okay propagation in here. It's not, it's a decent amount of control we're getting, but not as good as obviously as the center pole. But we are mainly land focused country as is. Also, we did have a law, state laws, rights of the clergy, which for now we ended up going with strengthened rights of the clergy. They did get their power strengthened up a bit. Their satisfaction equilibrium is a lot bigger, and the only thing is why I did that is because of this pop conversion speed plus 15%. Once we are majority Lutheranism, and I'm talking between 75 to 80%, I may go ahead and switch to curtail the clergy, as long as that does not lower their satisfaction too much. I mean, 5% is not that crazy, so I think we might be able to do that. Plus also we get some maximum tax from the clergy. We're not going to be taxing them just yet. We will wait until we can get them to a very high satisfaction rate, just to get more of our monthly research progress happening, but we will see what happens on that front. We've been slowly, very slowly chipping away on our inflation. Unfortunately, the biggest drain on that is still the failure to comply thing, which is still another, what is that, 17 years or so away. So hopefully we can survive. Well, we'll definitely survive. We should be very in good shape as of the moment. We're almost at 5,000 tax base. Again, we've stalled a little bit. Like, we've had a huge, come on game, we've had a crazy rise right here, and then kind of like we've stalled here a little bit in the last, I want to say 10 to 20 years, 15 something like that, 20 to 30 years maybe, just because we've had some issues. Even down here, we've had some issues with our religion and stuff, and some disasters and all of that. But for now, I think we're doing pretty well. I will take a look, give some of this land back to our vassals, release maybe a couple of new ones, and just kind of clean up down here. We probably have, we're getting close to this, but yeah, we'll deal that, clean this up. I did also convert a couple of our vassals into Lutheranism, and then we'll see if there's anyone left that's lesser Polish. Like these guys, we can probably go ahead and integrate some of these guys here. We will definitely have to get their relations up with us. But yeah, we'll clean this up, integrate some of these people. Minsk could be a good candidate to be integrated. I mean, they do still have a lot of Poletskian up here to convert. But yeah, we are doing quite well, I think. Next war is against Bohemia. We'll wait until our soldiers there. But yeah, for now, thanks a lot for coming and watching another episode, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.